So I want to update y'all, kind of just documenting this process, right? So we're currently at 1271. Our Apple put is going great. Our break even is 22660. We have about a week left. We're up 30 bucks, 8% total return. Looking pretty decent, man. I'm expecting this joint to drop down. I want to make at least 150 off of it. I think if I can make, I would like to make 200, but it doesn't seem like I'll be able to make 200. I'll probably have to see it drop down to like 223, 224, but potentially I'm going to put a bid in. Today's Friday. I'm going to put a bid in for it right now. I'll show you guys exactly what I do. So when I have these contracts like this, you never know what happens with the market, right? Market goes absolutely nuts. So right now it's worth 370. I can go ahead and put an order in for my 200. That would be, I'm in, I think 340. So would it be 540? So that's 200, right? That's what I would put my order in at. And then I would just review, submit. And what's going to happen is if we have like any crazy influx during pre-market, is going to sell and I'll be okay with that profit. So that's how we're doing that. Now, moving forward, we came over here for the covered calls and the puts. I want to talk about that a little bit. So currently we are in $1.88 of 500 shares. And currently our price is, our market value is 483. Perfectly fine, right? So just to show you what happened, we ended up making some money on, let's go ahead and show more because I'll be canceling so many orders. I was trying to figure out how it worked. But anyways, we did have a put option in and we had to buy this one. So it filled, we bought basically, I think 200 shares. And does it tell you how much we have to buy the shares at? I don't believe so. It didn't tell me how much we have to buy the shares at, but I believe we bought the shares at 185, right? But we also collected a $30 credit. So let's say we had to buy at 185, you multiply that by 200 shares, which is $370, right? But then you go ahead and subtract that 29.94 and put us at 340. And then we go ahead and divide that again by 200 shares. And that'll give us that much, right? 1.7. So basically we're in these puts for $1.70 per share because we got paid a premium for, opening up this put contract, right? We also opened it up a covered call. Now it didn't hit our point. So we're going to go ahead and add this to 597. So we made $6 on that contract. And then we had another contract on this one right here. That was estimated $13.90. So boom, 94. So that put us at 1991, right? So we made almost 20 bucks on our just having our shares, right? So we'll do the math on this, right? So I can give you guys an idea how much we're really in on these shares, right? On our average cost. So our average cost was 1.7 for that 200 shares. And previously, before we bought that, our average cost was like 160 something. So let's just say all of our shares cost us $1.7 a share. We'll just go with that number, right? So that would be 500 times $1.7 a share is 850. So we're totally in at 850, right? But then we subtract our 19, I think it was like 1991. Subtract our 1991 and then we go ahead and divide that by 500 shares again, and we're in 1.66, right? So Spirit Airlines is currently at 1.63. So really we're only down 3 cents a share. But like I said, this is something that we're holding for the long term. Not necessarily worried about my average cost at this moment because I know we're going to be worth like $12, bro. So like maybe even like $20. So like I need 1,000. And then I think once I hit 1,000, I want to hit 5,000. But the beautiful thing about this, right? Now that we have 500 shares, we can go ahead when the market opens, we can start executing covered calls on our 500 shares. Now, and then right now we only have $100 in buying power available, right? So we don't have any cash to go and put up against for another 100 shares. Now, once we get to 200, we'll have cash to put up. So what I'm going to do is, let's just say this 171. I don't like this 171. I think that is too close for comfort for me. I think it'll execute, and plus my dollar average is too low, right? So I'm probably going to go ahead and do this one. So boom. Or actually, we have 5 now. So we would have 5 shares. And what we would do is we would, it says our expected, wait, I'm tripping. My fault. I'm tripping. Let me go back. I almost actually bought some shares or buy some calls. I didn't mean to do that. So let's go sell 7 days, selling calls. Now it is $4, right? So we would want to at least, I would say I want at least 5. I'm sure when market open, it'll be a little bit different. So we'll go ahead and do that. We would get an expected profit of $25 by just holding our shares. Now, if if Spirit Airlines hits $2.05, then we go ahead and sell that joint at $2.05. And our average that we in right now, let's just go with the 1833, right? So $2. Well, I think we should sell at $2, right? So that'd be 1,000 minus our current value. I think what's our estimate value on this was like 800 or something like that. So it's basically 188. So 188 times 500. So we'll make $60 on top of our $25. So we'll make $85. We'll have to sell our 500 shares, but we'll sell them at $2 a share. So we'd make $60 on that, but then we also collected $25 premium. So we make $85. So that'd be a nice chunk of change just by offloading them. And if we don't offload them, if it doesn't expire, then boom, we get to keep our shares and we get to keep our $25. And now we're so much closer to buying another 100 shares and keep rinse and repeating. So with that being said, week number 1, cool. I'm happy with the progress. I feel good about it. Like I said, I'm just waiting for this Apple Play to go through. What I'm thinking about in my head is I'm taking Apple trades on a weekly basis. And with the profit that I'm making from Apple trades, I'm rolling them over into Spirit Airlines shares and, selling calls and then also selling cash secure puts. So if it doesn't hit the price that I want, then I get to collect a premium on that back end while I'm still in an Apple trade. So like I said, 200, I hope to make 200 on this. Worst case scenario, we break even, but I still think we'll get in some profit. But yeah, that's week 1 of selling calls and selling cash secured puts. I think it's going pretty good.